All right, we're here with Ethan Heidepriem, the Maryland Black Bears. Ethan, thanks for joining me, man. How are you doing? How was the holidays?
Doing well. Holidays were good. New Year's good. Christmas good. It was great to see the family.
Great to be back at the rink, though, too, huh?
It was really nice to be back to the rink because we ended the first half really well and we're ready to go for the second half.
Yeah, so before we get to where we're at now, we got to go to where we've been. And, you've kind of been all over. You started in Belle Tire. You played for the Junior Blue Jackets, I believe, and then you went to a Canada excursion. I guess growing up in Ohio, it was just kind of a burgeoning market with the Blue Jackets starting to get better and better. How was it for you to get started into a market that's not really, I guess, well known for the hockey?
It was tough. I always had to travel for hockey just because the area I lived in wasn't big into it. But the Blue Jackets had a great program going. Ed Ginger, the coach there, really had something special, and he's a great coach. And he got to pass along the U18 team, but that really helped to get to where I am. And it was really nice just because where I was from, it wasn't big into hockey and stuff like that. So. And
then you made the jump over to the Alberta Junior League, which is quite the tough league. Was it a big adjustment for you there?
Yeah, it was a big adjustment. It being the first year of juniors, and then they play a quick, fast-paced game, and it's physical there. So it was definitely an adjustment being a smaller player.
Yeah, and then you go to, after that, Pembroke, and that was another journey for you.
Right.
You've walked a lot of miles, I have to say, before you even came down here. Does that give you the experience now that you need to kind of adjust and adapt as you see fit?
Yeah, so miles traveled was never unusual for me, so it was just another journey, and then it kind of helped get here, and then now I'm good to go, and we're ready for the second half. So.
How have you liked it here so far?
It's great. The guys have been good, even though we kind of shuffled around our lineups and our rosters a bit. But we're kind of being consistent with what we're about and what we're doing. So,
what have you liked out of your guys' play so far? I mean, personally and also with the team.
We start simple, and then we get naturally more skill developed into the game. So whenever we have questions, whenever we're trying to learn new things every day, we kind of go back to the basics and we can answer our questions, and then we can develop from there, as opposed to kind of being iffy on topics. We always have the answer. We can just have to look back and ask questions.
Do you think that's for you, seeing that, being able to have the coaching staff so open, does that make it more comfortable for you as a player to be able to make mistakes and then learn from them?
Yeah, definitely. Because if you make a mistake, you just ask questions, and then they're really supportive about it, and you learn and you go, and you're ready to go for the next time.
Looking ahead, second half right now, 5-game winning streak, break comes along. Do you think that's going to hurt a little bit of momentum, or do you think you guys needed that rest a little bit to keep the wheels going?
You could say it either way. I think we needed the rest, and our mindset hasn't changed from when we left and from when we came back. So the break was nice for our bodies mostly, but mentally too. It was nice to go home and get a break.
And second half of the season, what are you guys looking for? Obviously, playoffs is going to be the key thing right now, and there's a lot of bunched up in the middle of this East Division. What can you guys do different, and how can you guys adjust? Do you think you would be able to adjust quicker on the fly now that you've seen these teams once or twice through?
Yeah, I think we've seen everything that we need to see. I just think it goes to taking it one day at a time, one practice at a time, one battle at a time. And if we do that every time we go on the ice, I think big picture, it'll all work out.
Ethan Heidepriem, forward for the Maryland Black Bears. Thank you very much, man. Best of luck in the second season.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks, man.